Welcome to the gathering point where hot glass is making its way
Nice pour.
into this super crazy box.
Oh, hey. Oh.
What? That was a
Whoa.
little unexpected. What? That was unexpected too. Oh my God, I love it. You guys are like, no one knows what to say.
Here comes some more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is the best.
That is some lava action right there.
All right, Jake, you want to describe, since this was your feat, what's happening here?
I don't know if it was my feet, but
Put
it is a
up on
wooden
right
box.
there.
I love Oliver.
Oliver, you did a great job.
Spaceman.
You did a really good job on that one.
All right, so this is called sand casting. You can do these like unusual shapes in glass.
Good thing I had the
And
GA
you
sign on
pour-
this side, Mom.
How was I to stand on the other side? I'd have to dodge the ladle coming at me.
Ooh, look at this taffy action. Want me to make the punny?
How are you going to pick that up? Look how big it is. What kind of punny are you going to pick that up with?
A big
Jumbo.
one.
Bunty.
Jumbolini.
All right, so
Yeah, sand casting's a pretty cool technique. If you're specifically set up to do sand casting, you can do sculptural components, you can do really cool product and really cool sculptural entities out of a sand cast piece of glass. You're using the sand casting sand as a resist to pour the glass into, and actually Oliver, before we poured it in there, actually did some really cool three-dimensional pyramid indentations with a steel pyramid, and then poked some holes in there with a traditional bright orange Michigan icicle.
Yeah.
And now you're going to see what the other side looks like, and we're going to have to use a special tool to get this puppy going.
all right, so this is very unconventional. This is not normally what you
Rest it
see
over
here.
Jake, and I'll brush it off over
at the
there.
Glass
It doesn't even
Academy.
need anything to come off of it. It really looks pretty sweet.
It kind of looks like a face.
Is it gonna fit into the hole though?
No,
It
probably
looks
not.
like it's going to be a city of pyramids in a modern day 2,990 year Egypt.
It's very specific.
Look at them.
Well, so should we try and knock it off then?
You should take a peek at it. Check it out, Jake.
It kind of looks like a face. There's something about it.
Oh. That's super cool.
All right, now what do we do with it?
Well, I don't know. That punny's it's a very tiny punny on there. We could get the choppers, the shears, and try to. I think we're gonna scrap it.
Scrap it?
Yeah, we'll just put it right in the garbage.
You don't
can
even
right
want to
here.
just. Do you want to stick it in the annealer oven?
Well, I don't think we're gonna get it off of punty. It's pretty
Yeah.
darn big, and it's already pretty cold, and it's starting to crack. I can hear
Could
it.
definitely
It's
explode.
one of those things that you could get a good, nice screenshot of it with Oliver standing holding onto it, so he can just be the main man.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
right.
Look at that
There's
guy.
the thumbnail.
It's gonna
It's
explode
an
any second.
intergalactic battle weapon that he's got in his hand. Look at it, and it shoots rays out of it.
All right, I can even hear it crack, so let's get rid of this thing.
Better
All
get
right.
rid of that.
Well, that's the warmer-upper, folks.
Yeah, just get
Welcome
it
to
in
the
water.
gathering point. You want to show off who's who?
Yes, I can do this. You saw Chris there casting up that glass.
Welcome to the Gathering Point, folks. We are the Glass Academy doing our Gathering Point show.
Woo.
Just outside of Detroit City. We got Oliver here in the space suit. Safety first, always by Oliver.
He's a good guy.
Hey there,
He
everybody.
usually wears this suit when he's making the teardrops and things like that because it can get a little bit crazy.
It's true.
So he's safety man around here. And we got Michelle going live with her live
Whoa.
glass blowing shirt,
I'm just-
gathering up a gather to clean her tools.
Cleaning these because I want to
know
make
that
sure.
she's got her stuff together. You can't say that S word on the TV here, but
This is a hint to what I'm doing.
Oh,
and she's
hint.
cleaning her tools, and she always makes sure that she cleans her tools before she starts blowing the piece that she wants to blow, because if there's any wax on them, it's going to completely discombobulate the situation.
The worst. Is that a seahorse?
Like,
No.
Look at it. It's a Christmas tree.
It's when you're blowing glass and you're beginning, it's whatever you want it to be.
That's right.
That's kind of a cool looking thing the way you pulled that out.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it, but my cord is sticking. So we'll go this side.
The other
Okay.
folks we've got here is Bess over here on the tech table, handling business. We got Sarah over here handling business. Miranda's in the background over there.
Also handling business.
The
And also,
sun
I
is
just
shining.
need- Beth, could you hold up your left hand, please? We've got a robotic finger going on right here, folks. Check it out. I'm going to take a wild guess that she jammed it in some serious volleyball competition.
Yep. Be pretty hardcore. So Michelle's going to be starting up this show. We've got a ridiculous drinkware show ahead of you here. An incredible virtual gallery with a bunch of one-and-done super items made for this show specifically. And because today is in fact Earth Day, we're going to
Yeah,
be
are these
working
my
with
color
the elements.
choices?
Yeah.
These are your color choices.
Got a couple comments already to read off. Jeff was asking if we were making a glass Swifter, because that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it did.
It did look like a Swifter.
Isn't it Swiffer?
It is Swiffer.
It is? I thought it was Swifter.
No T.
I mean, if
fast.
you do use them, you do it fast, you do it swift, yeah.
Way better than a regular mop. These things also have a self-squirting little orifice on the end of them.
Orifice?
What are
Right.
the two yellows? Tell me which is which.
This one is our lightning yellow, and this one is our, kind of like transparent light orange.
Angel says hello from Argentina. Have a great show.
Yeah.
Tabea says hello from Dearborn Brewing.
Woo, right down the street.
Jamie says hello everyone at the Glass Academy. Jeff says hello to Silent Sarah. We've got Carol saying hi everyone watching from Sarnia. Hannah says good evening from Sweden. Dana
Yeah.
says hey everyone from Hotlanta. Let's see here. Annette says good evening from Chicago. Carrie says hi GA friends watching from
Wipe the
Connecticut. Mary said is that Oliver in the
Wipe the
Tin Man
marker.
suit? Yes it was.
Yeah, it's funny that you say Tin Man suit because we are going to the Battle of the Glassblowers this weekend. Let's take a look at the giveaway question. And we are going to be dressed up as the Wizard of Oz crew.
How fun.
That's right. And Oliver's not going to be the Tin Man. Oliver's going to be the Lion.
The lion.
That makes
Yep.
sense. What are you? Are you Dorothy?
I'm going to be the Scarecrow.
Oh, okay.
Tabea's going to be Dorothy. And Matt is going to be the Tin Man.
Okay.
You guys,
Very nice.
perfect.
What is the color of your piece or the costumes we just
The
mentioned?
costumes, everything matches.
Yeah,
gonna be
everything
amazing.
makes
Yeah.
sense. John says, "What's going on? You guys stayed up late to check out the show from Paris, France. It's midnight here."
Wow.
Paris.
John, you're a
Fun.
champion.
Well, welcome. We are no Eiffel Tower, but we are the Motor City. Happy you are here.
Carrie said, "My finger is from fighting off a bear." This is true. Hello?
You know what we're going to be?
No.
The Sneetches.
Who's that?
I don't even know what that
You
is.
don't know who the Sneetches are? Let's let our guests out there in YouTube land take a guess at what the Sneetchers are. You have to. It's a storybook character, and that's who we're going to be, the Sneetchers.
Who's we?
Dan, Israel, and I, our competitive team, are the Sneetchers.
All right, I have a question here. Is it required to dress up, or is it just what you do when you guys go?
It's just an add-on this year, and basically for this competition, which is the Battle of the Glassblowers. Let's take a look here.
Why do I used to think it was like Victorian, like?
How does one dress up as that, Chris?
We're gonna see.
Yellow shirts with a blue star in the middle of them is
Okay.
a Sneetcher.
Hello?
Battle of the Glassblowers in Kalamazoo,
Oh, if there's
folks,
more than
and
one,
you
you're the
can come
Sneetchers.
visit us if you're over on the west side of Michigan, or even if you're from wherever you are and you want to come show some support. It's
Not
at
yet.
a
I'm gonna go pee,
nonprofit,
but just-
amazing glass community, the Kalamazoo Art Center, and we are going to be.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I'm turning.
we're going to be competing for the 3rd year in a row or 2nd year or something, but it's been going on for a long time. And we've got multiple competitions, 2 teams, the Glass Academy Hot Shop, and then Chris's team.
Am I right in saying you guys placed last year?
We took 1st and 2nd place in both competitions. So we did do pretty well, and we're looking to hold on to our titles this year.
Very cool.
And we actually just got emailed. I'll get back into this in a minute. Let's hear what the plan is.
We're doing it. We already discussed the whole plan, everybody. We know what's going on.
Plan has been discussed. Let's make sure my mic is on. Oliver's paddling the bottom. Chris is bringing me a bit with the 3rd tray in. That yellow, please.
That's orange.
Orange, nice and hot. I am going with earth as my element.
Earth.
Earth. This is springtime.
You want a cap?
Sure. Springtime, like flowers coming up. Okay, paddle.
Yeah.
Need any air or anything?
Yeah, let's do that one more time. I like the matte finish, the color. So see how it's earth already?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so a light puff to get that wrinkle out.
Yep. And or the indentation. I don't know what the indentation looks like, but you can at least get it totally flat, and then you can push it in a little.
All right, blow. Oliver puff or paddle. Lovely.
Nice and crisp.
All right, I'll take the bit.
Hannah says next week, can you please also wear those costumes for the show?
Oh, that's a good idea when we come back as
Yeah, it's
champions.
gotta go all the way around and thick enough.
But if we
Like
don't
quarter
come
of an
back
inch
as
all the way around.
champions,
Well, maybe because during Battle of the Glass Blowers, we're actually going to be adversaries to Chris, Israel, and Dan. They're
That's
our
right.
competitors.
that's right.
So maybe the winning team wears their costume.
That sounds fair. I like that. Well,
So you can't talk about what you're making yet.
I did want to show off at some point in tonight's show the
don't know that
prompt.
that's
The
enough.
first competition
But
is
we'll find out.
you're given a drawing from a child at the local hospital there, and could be a drawing having to do with anything pretty much.
Is every
And
team given a different drawing?
yes, every team's given a different drawing, and you've got to recreate that however you want, in any form that you want. Last year, it was all about robots, so every team had a different robot prompt, and it was a pretty challenging situation. This year, we got an owl,
Very cool.
and it's a beautiful drawing. The kid is 10 years old, and we're super excited to recreate his piece. Look at this. Yeah.
Go, go, gadget.
Work it.
Work it. Work it.
Just enough time.
Nice.
Sweet.
That sounded super heavy.
That's the call of the Glass Blowers.
It was the owl screeching.
So you see we got this nice piece of metal bar welded onto the side so that Chris can lay his pipe right there and get a little extra mojo on it while Michelle's in here putting some heat on her piece, which this is still probably like 1,400 degrees right now.
Look at that beauty. The colors are going to be insane.
Really
You want a
beautiful.
Marisa on that or no? So it doesn't peel off?
Sure.
So they're going to put a little clear patty on there. This is kind of a soft brown color, so we want to make sure that there's a nice landing pad for the punty, which is the rod that Chris is going to sculpt to present to Michelle so she can flip it around and open up the opposite side of this drinking vessel. This is going to be a glass for drinking, right?
Yes, it's a rocks glass.
Incredible.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Yes.
Isn't that what this show is?
Yep. Nice. So she slides that on there, squishes it flat. Chris is going to use the leftover glass on the pipe. Always being super aware of how much glass we're using.
So, reason I wanted to do one of these is I saw one in a magazine. This is going to be members only. In the magazine, who wants to guess how much it was?
This glass right here,
Yeah, the same style.
it was in a magazine.
In a magazine, food or wine, Bon Appetit, something. Some home decor.
600.
210.
$3 million.
210.
210.
For
So I
one
hope
glass.
you guys got your guesses into the chat. 210 for one glass. That's great. Sounds like a great price. It must have been highly designed.
Well, let's see. It's from a master. And I'm just like, did my own spin on it.
Yeah.
But, thank you. This one will not be $210.
But this one will be
Yeah, I'm going to trim it though.
a members exclusive item.
Rocks glass / lemonade spritzer /
As she heats up that lip, I'll come over here and give you guys a first look at the ridiculous one and done table we got set up tonight. So that whiskey glass, our rocks glass from the bar, old fashioned 2025 signed. We've got the gin and tonic glasses to the left. We got the margarita glasses to the right. And then we've got a bunch of one and done rocks glasses made custom for the show in some beautiful patterns that we'll get into a little bit more. Those go live at 6:30.
Cold glory hole.
Michelle's going for the pluck and trim. She's starting out the shape a little bit. Looks like Chris has gathered up a lip wrap. And that's going to be another color application on top of that orange that's on the bottom as well.
Just so you guys know, with the table, there are 3 available of number 7. So that's not a set of 3 glasses. That is just 3 available of a single glass. Same thing with the gin and tonic glasses. There are 3 individual gin and tonic glasses. So just I wanted to clarify that for you guys because I wasn't sure if it looked a little confusing on the table versus the website. But 3 available of a single gin and tonic glass, 3 available of a single rocks glass. And then the 2 margarita glasses, which are number 3 and 4. Sorry, 3 margarita glasses, which are 2, 3, and 4. Those are just each individual on their own.
Nice.
And so these are actual margarita glasses we have behind the bar. We've got them in an array of colors. So if you guys were interested in a different color, you could put that in the notes and we could pick one out for you. The gin and tonic glasses are all pretty much exactly the same, and they are beautiful, and whatever you're drinking out of them tastes delicious. And those are both signed on the bottom, just like I showed you the old-fashioned glass. This is the first run of our collectible series of cocktail-affiliated drinkware, custom-designed Michigan Room glasses.
It's a long title.
Yes. I think that's right in the title.
Perfect.
Whoa. And we'll get more into that in a little bit. Look at that Sophietta action. She's sealing the lip with that cone and then blowing into the piece so that it blows it out and expands it with breath versus a metal tool, giving it that texture on the inside.
So the matte color is super cool. And that's kind of happening because of the reduction in the furnace, but it's got this like texture to it.
You going for a straight wall shape?
Straight wall.
Straight wall.
Okay. Don't adjust I want it to stay
Yeah.
reduction.
Nice. Sweet.
Sweet. There it is.
Crisp.
$210 special. I mean,
GA stamp.
Beautifully
let's
proportioned.
do it on the bottom, please.
Okay.
For not making much drinkware in a long time. That's a pretty sweet move. You guys don't see Michelle much blowing glass on the show either, so it's pretty nice. Members exclusive piece here. You're stamping the bottom, you said?
I am, but there's never a butter knife here. How do you guys like get the piece off?
Little
We
water.
got a controversy about things being buttery.
Hey, go
They're
ahead.
all creamy, so we need a cream dispenser.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Everyone knows
Grab the
it's
big,
silky.
Over here.
Come here, little fella. We're taking this to the annealing oven at 1,000 degrees. Sits perfectly flat.
All right.
That's a beauty.
Very nice.
So the members will get a link, you guys, if you're a subscribed member, whether that's Star Supporters or Loyalty League, and we'll be sending the link out to become a member throughout the show if you're interested in that. But that's a perfect opportunity for someone to gain a collectible item of Michelle's, made on the show, will be signed. Super
Love it.
cool. And now,
Ready?
2 out of 3 on shoot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
All right.
course.
I'll count it down for you guys. I'll play ref.
Rocks, paper,
Right?
scissoring 4.
1, 2, 3,
Who goes
shoot.
next?
I wasn't ready.
You had a whole countdown.
That means an automatic win.
No, let's go.
That's 1-0, Chris.
Oh my God.
right.
I went
1,
2 in a row.
2, 3, shoot.
That's 2 out of 3. I got it.
Chris, that's
You
all
don't
you
need a
Wow, you're
countdown.
outta
That's not
here.
how it works. That's
You're
ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot.
Do you know how this works?
I
That's
counted
dumb.
slow for your benefit,
rock,
Jake.
paper,
Oh,
scissors,
yeah,
I got
shoot.
your back.
Yeah,
Appreciate
but they were
it.
giving me a
You got a pie
countdown
in the
beforehand. It
We
was
were
messing up
in
my
cahoots.
brain.
Hey, I got a pie in the
Just
face.
look at each other and do it.
I got a pie in the face. All you got was missing out.
Well, start it up then. So it's Earth Day, ladies and gentlemen, and we do love the Earth, and we're happy to be here, and we love treating it as good as we can. And so this show is going to be themed around drinkware and rocks glasses because that's what we've got on the table. That's what we're good at doing. We've been making drinks. We know what's working.
Earth,
And
Wind, and Fire. What's its theme?
we're going to do Earth, Wind, Fire, and Air are
Earth
the
is
4
out.
themes.
Maybe we should write them down and cross it off.
Well, I know his plan was to make an Earth one, and you decided to go Earth right at the beginning of the show, so
I
he
got to
might
go
make another
first.
Earth one too. I don't know, but I'm about to start it up if his
Yeah.
colors aren't out.
Jump in, jump in.
My colors are out.
So Dave says, will that glass have the same matte finish when it comes out of the annealer?
Yeah, that's what I'm really
Oliver,
excited
can you
about.
grab some fire-colored bits?
No, you can't grab anything.
Dude,
Sorry.
this is about glass blowing, not changing out your colors 6 times.
You don't have any fire bits around? So
All those 3 colors are on the left right there.
what will you
Those
call
are my
Oliver?
colors.
Grab something for you.
A bit. I can't do it myself. I only got 2 hands.
All right, Jake's going into you guys.
What the heck?
Here we are at the Glass Academy. If you are watching on
So
YouTube,
anyway,
continue.
What do you
to
need here then?
Subscribe.
Huh?
You need any of that?
I need the emerald green out so the interior of my tree trunk rocks glass is got mossiness going on. So hit that emerald out for me.
Is this what you discussed when we were eating?
Yeah.
Anyway, we got some likes coming in on YouTube. We got a great bunch of people watching right now. We got Tabea asking me if I know how to play rock, paper, scissors.
No, he doesn't have, obviously, folks, he has no idea. You saw what went down.
I'm a champion at rock, paper, scissors.
I just
Yeah.
saw you not
Oh,
be a
wait a
champion
second,
at rock,
wait a
paper,
second.
scissors.
Can we pause? Speaking of scissors,
Yeah.
can you open that box?
It's a lot of
Whoa,
scissors.
What? Did we know we were playing this
That's a
game?
vintage scissor collection.
Well, we didn't know who it came from, and as it was sitting
You
here,
just found it?
Chris said, "What are you doing with my mom's box of scissors?" So now we know. Solve that problem.
That's nice.
People
That's-
donate stuff or they bring us things, and sometimes they just appear. And when that happens, I'm always curious to like, hey, who brought that in?
See this technique, you guys? It's called bench marver action, 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 action.
It's a lot of
Sometimes
action.
Wow.
you can do this. If you're really good,
That
you
is
can
a lot
do
of
this.
action. Whoa!
Let's see you do that.
How many espressos
I
did
was
you
just gonna say.
I've never seen a move
espresso
like that
out?
before.
I've never seen something like that.
Yeah.
We got Laura Walsh watching tonight from Vermont.
Whoa,
We were
is
just
that a friend
talking
of
about
yours?
Vermont. That's where Sarah's from. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Did you ever do that? I'm so sorry. Like from Vermont, you must know. Like there's
Right.
2 people in the state.
I assume that Sarah knows everyone who lives in Vermont.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a small state with no billboards.
See, so
She said 1 area code for those of you who don't.
Hey, Mom, Dave was asking, and he's saying that he loves that matte finish look on that color that you were using. Is it going to stay that way when it comes out of the annealer?
I'm pretty sure it will.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yeah.
We read that.
Pretty
one
beautiful.
already.
One of the reasons I chose that color, I really like the texture.
Robin says, "Aren't the elements earth, wind, fire, and water?"
Yeah, that's what
Did
I said.
say air?
That's true.
I said air.
But
What did I say?
brought it up during dinner today.
I said that.
Air? Whatever.
I brought up during dinner today what the 5th element is, referencing the sci-fi movie The 5th Element, and no one knew what I was talking
Yeah,
about. So
I
let me know
did.
if you've seen the movie The 5th Element.
That was like a murder movie.
Put it in the chat if you guys know what the 5th element is. Put it in the chat.
We just went, the boys and I went to see a movie together a couple days ago. It was pretty wholesome. 4 of us went to the movie theater
It was
and
wholesome.
sat down and got some popcorn together.
Went to go see the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, that was the joke. No, we went and saw this like Western soul music vampire movie.
That just sounds like all things should go together.
It was actually super good. It was a really good movie.
Yeah,
I
I'll
was-
be
That's the
going
one,
by myself to see it. because
Sinners.
There's a lot of
Couldn't
blood
hear a lot
and
about
guts,
that.
and Michelle won't go with me for that reason.
You have friends.
I was gonna mention that the Loyalty League piece is available, but as soon as I did it, it sold. So
Right.
Insta sale?
yes,
Yep, we knew that one. We were debating at the dinner table if Michelle was going to do
The
her
warmer
piece as
upper.
the giveaway or the warmer upper. And, you know, we kind of feel like it's a special perk for the members to get an opportunity to get a piece of Michelle's because it's probably been 15 shows or so since Michelle's made something. We used to do the experimental show once a week on top of this show, and that was literally just going in completely with some sort of prompt and expecting to not make anything a final product. And it was rowdy and it was difficult, and that's when Michelle would really get crazy. I believe that's where the sheep were born.
I think we should bring back the experimental for one of the Tuesdays.
I just had about, you know, a whole work day open up in my schedule, so I'd love to take on another show.
No, I'm saying on a Tuesday.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh yes,
Remember
mix
when we
it in.
drew the words from a
Yeah.
hat? That
Oh,
was
yeah.
fun.
that was fun.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
I just liked making up the words to put in the hat.
Well, and we could gather the words. Why is it when we're doing the show we remember all this stuff, but when we're having our planning meeting we never remember this?
I do have a lot written down.
Albert Taglia.
We just forget to look
Big
in
one,
the
small
written
one, you
down
care?
zone.
Doesn't matter.
So Chris is coating up this secondary. He's going for a big boy. And he's coating up. He's got greens. He's got golds, ambers, it looks like, and a few other colors. He just tripled the amount of glass that he had originally. So I anticipate that it's because, first of all, Rock's glass is pretty thick. It's bottom heavy. It can hold its temperature and it holds its weight. But also, this is going to be an earth-themed, probably real bark-like, tree-like, perhaps, gnarly situation. So by adding a little extra thickness on the glass here, he's going to have a little more heat, and he won't distort the bubble as much when he's pulling out these gnarly tendrils and bark pieces and squirrel holes and all that goodness. How did that sound? Is that kind of what you're thinking?
That's exactly how I described it.
Oh, you
My
already
mind.
described. Oh.
My mind, folks.
Yeah. Well, there it is. I've retracted it.
All right, Bess, you want to tell us? I think you mentioned some. Anyone new in the chat that is from out of state.
Yeah, let us know if you guys are new to the show, and send out some questions if you got technical questions about glass blowing. We'll do our best to start from the beginning, but Bess will be keeping an eye on that for you guys. Oh, look at the sculptage. Wow. That's hot glass carving. Manipulation.
It makes it tricky because there's no bubble in this yet.
There is a bubble in it.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
There must be some wax on the tweezers, too.
Yow!
I always think that sometimes when Chris is doing his sculpting, it's like a trust the process thing, just like it was with the tiger scratch.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what was going on at first, but it turned out amazing.
What was it?
Sometimes when you do your sculpting, it's like a trust the process.
Almost
Yeah,
every
definitely. So
time.
you put the ears, the beak,
The tail.
or the flippers. Nothing really is known until those things are added, and this one's going to have none of those.
So all
that
good
made no sense
feelings.
whatsoever.
Well, I mean, those things, you have no idea what it is until, boom, the flippers are on, and you know it's a penguin. Boom, the ears are on, you know it's a rabbit.
Yep.
Boom, the beak's on, you know it's a bird. Now, until the root system is added, you're not going to know this is a tree stump, Mother Nature organic Betsy.
Betsy. I did get to speak with the amazing soul that got to purchase that that Tiger Slash mug over the past week. And if you guys were here for that show, if you guys watched that show live or after the fact, let us know what you thought of that Detroit Tigers Super Slash mug with the baseball bat handle. Ridiculous.
You know, this might be a good time. You want to put the turtle up?
I can.
So we had a soft opening last Thursday. Was it last Thursday? And it was invite only. And one of the people that won the custom order that night was a boy named Graham, 8 years old, and he wanted a turtle bowl. And so Bess is going to put up the picture of him eating out of his turtle bowl.
It's up.
So not are our pieces only beautiful, they are functional.
It was a fun piece to make, that turtle bowl.
I love it. He's eating cereal out of it. It's just like so good.
You guys start to see that deep, deep forest, super gnarlified shape coming through now. He's pulled out the tips of those roots, that root system. This tree's been, give or take, like 30, 35 years in the dark forest. It's not a super old tree, but it's not a sapling either.
Chris is working on his mom's house, and he found a book on the Black Forest. His mom was a collector, or is a collector. Of
Where is the Black
carvings,
Forest?
Switzerland and
Germany.
Germany.
So he's got a book that he's reading up on items that were carved from the Black Forest wood.
I actually got that book from John
Well,
many years ago.
I thought it was from your mom's house.
Feels a little strange on a 70 degree Dearborn, Michigan summer day to see Chris in full work
I know.
boots and
What
wool
happened?
socks today.
I was building a giant barn. this
I know,
morning.
I just got to point it out because I know the flip-flops are coming quick.
Yes, sir, they are.
So this piece is going to be for sale to the general public. Anybody watching the show tonight, first come, first serve, as we do on every single show. A couple other amazing customers, Max and Karen, purchased the amazing picture from last week.
Oh, they were so happy about it.
God, that thing turned out great. And if you guys remember, you saw the annealer reveal. You saw those colors, saw the weight of it. Oliver did a great job on the annealer reveal last week. We were pretty busy getting prepped for the show.
So I coated the interior of this, you guys, with a mossy, crazy green and a beautiful white so that you can make a punny out of that.
Yep.
so that the interior of the trunk is gonna be really green and mossy, which is gonna look super cool.
I do want to mention that the table is now live for tonight.
Oh boy.
We
Get
gotta
there
figure
quick,
out
folks.
one day how to make like the table wiggle, like it's alive.
And I'm dropping that link in the comments right now for you guys.
It actually turned out way cooler than I thought it was going to. I purposely left my tweezers over there, Oliver,
Right on the
On
knockoff
purpose.
station? Yeah. Oh, up there.
because I knew I could do this.
Can't believe I just watched you commit a crime against the jacks like that.
Ah, dipping them in water. What?
Huh? So the other thing about making this thing super cool and green on the inside is that I can heat the tip up of the opening and I can pull it out enough that I can fold that opening over and give the illusion that the interior of the trunk is rolled out onto the surface of the exterior, so when you take a drink out of this thing, it's going to be resting right on your lip, feeling real tasty. Folded lip from the inside is a really cool style lip.
Well, we knew number 12 was going to sell instantly because of that beautiful ruby and gold color, but I do want to highlight number 10. Look at the up and down zigzag pattern on this one.
Isn't that like the chain link pattern?
That looks
Kinda,
super
yeah.
even, dude.
It is so tasty and really awesome and just
Clean and waiting for you.
gold stamp. Never
Don't
been
miss
used.
out.
But we'll highlight the rest of them in a little bit. They're all totally unique, some beautiful swirls, all real proportionate and amazing.
Jake, talk about who was working with you on that shift while you were making those rocks glasses.
Tabea,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. That was her first day. That was a rowdy day with Tabea and the Anila reveal happening and throwing her into the mix of everything, getting her prepped for teaching classes. And she was, for her first full shift, she brought all the feet over from the furnace, coated some of them in color, and dropped them like they were hot, which they were. And then she brought them round and hot, and she did an amazing job.
This is like one of her
So
first couple
Tabea.
days.
One of her what?
One of her first couple days here.
No, this was last week.
Oh, okay, I was like,
But
goodness.
this was the first like real drinkware day she
Yeah,
had.
first real drinkware day. She's not doing blown handles yet, but for some context, and if we know there's glass blowers out there that are learning, going through the process and figuring out their own stuff right now. Tabea's been here 3 months?
4 months
4
now?
months.
Tabea, how long you been here?
Yeah. Put
Let
it in
us
the
know.
chat.
She's down the street at Dearborn Brewing. They're having a watch party over there watching the show.
Dearborn Brewing.
That's right.
Did you say Dearborn Brewing?
I said it.
Can you not scream through our customers?
Well, yeah. But I was excited about
Dearborn Brewing.
Way to temper yourself there, Chris. I saw the gears turn on if you would get away with yelling it one
Yeah.
more time.
The bus, she brought the bus out, folks. I don't know what to say. I saw her. I don't even know why, but she was predicting something.
No, I bought the bus in New York and just had it at home and hadn't brought it
Carries
in.
it around with her. You know how that goes.
Hey, also, did everybody stick around for the pie experience last week? At the very end of the show, if you guys saw that, put that in the chat and let us know what you think of Chris getting a giant tin tray full of whipped cream to the head.
To the face.
Yeah, let us
Jake's all
know.
excited.
You were so fast with that, dude.
I was.
Where was it just sitting on the table?
It was sitting right in my hand.
Tabea says 3 months.
All right.
3 months. I feel like it's been 3 months for 3 months.
And
Yeah.
Sarah, how long has she been here?
I would
About
say
the same.
about the same.
And then Miranda's maybe 2 weeks prior or something.
Sigmund is asking a very important question. When will the days and hours be for the Michigan room? To come in and have yourself an ice-cold Arizona tea or perhaps a local beer from down the street. or a Michigan-made cider, or even after May 8th, a hand-brewed coffee, right with the espresso machine we got back there. Look at that folded lip.
And so the
Nice.
answer is?
After prepping the answer for many sentences, the answer is the answer is all of our regular gallery hours. And we're going on a press release. We've got a big media spot going out that we're going to be telling everybody the Michigan Room is open. The grand opening's May 8th, which we've mentioned before, and you guys should all be there. 4 o'clock is the ribbon cutting with the mayor. After that, we're going until 7 o'clock with live music and a food truck, live demos, and drinks being served.
What kind of food truck?
Pizza.
And
Super amazing pizza, and you could talk about him, I'm sure.
Can I yell about it?
did the
No.
taco truck come through, or do you just got pizza?
We decided on just sticking with pizza.
Pizza Pazza.
And
Out of
so-
Ann Arbor.
After that, you can come in. Thursday nights are live glass blowing. Going into the summer, 11 to 4, regular gallery hours, we'll be having drinkware demonstrations here in the studio. No classes going on Sundays, so you can come in and have a coffee, work on your computer, you know, watch some glass blowing. The swirls look amazing on the inside of that.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be someone's
I can't
favorite
believe
glass.
for how much glass you had, Chris, how like proportionate it is to a rocks glass and how on like
Yeah.
Doesn't
What-
it look like a rocks glass was set down on the ground and a tree grew around it?
little yeah.
Yeah. You
How
nailed
many
it.
yeahs?
That was 5 yeahs.
That looks comfortable.
It does.
It's got some tasty looking root systems going on, even a nose. with
Oh
an
yeah,
eye.
look at that.
It's
Yeah,
the
look.
root
Oh my
beast.
God.
It's the root beast. He's like,
Check that out. The schnoz and eyeball.
wow, that's crazy.
Where are you stamping it?
I think I'm gonna stamp it. I think I'm gonna stick a stamp on the side.
Right into
Okay.
the bark?
Into the bark. I was gonna do it. You think I should do it into the bark, or should I put a bit on it?
I think it's like the tree got branded. Don't people do that to trees?
Yeah, they put their initials, carve their initials
A
in
little
the
heart.
tree.
I should carve one in there. A little heart.
You could. That would be very nice.
There's more
Tell him,
than
Jake,
there's
tell
more
him.
than one schnoz.
Or you could just stamp it.
You
What
probably
are you
weren't
saying,
even
Shel?
using the tweezers.
Oh, did we follow the last one to the nailer?
Kind
Oh,
of.
You ran
Okay.
away as soon as we took it away from you. You did. We were like, where'd she go?
I ran away.
All right, he's going in with the stamp. It's got that plenty hot. It's like, nice. It's totally a tree carving.
All right, so that was Earth.
Yep,
The next rocks glass is going to be what theme?
fire.
Give me
Fire.
a reduction, Jake.
That's going to be a fun one. And then we're going to have wind and water left.
Yep.
If you guys have ideas, if glass blowers have technical thoughts or ideas of things they want to see us try on the show, we're looking in the comments. Let us know what you think would be interesting, or if it's just an innocent bystander, you guys aren't a glass blower and you want to suggest an idea after watching 300 shows of how we could make the water glass or the air glass, the wind glass, super cool. Let your opinion be heard. She's going for a tender
She's
tap
doing
here on the
fire.
pipe. It doesn't take much.
He's doing it.
Tender tap.
That just is beautiful. Oliver's right on cue. Chris has got the claw.
You think we've done this before?
One time.
No. This is my first day.
Woo!
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Ah,
Sorry, I
yes.
was the other way.
Lovely.
Oh, what was that, number
Production on yours is
13?
looking amazing.
Lucky
Look at
number
that door.
13.
I'm talking cool looking. I like those two together. That's a nice set. Michelle's and mine. Let's go. All right, we're gonna rock, scissor, paper this thing again, Jake.
No, it's my turn.
Huh?
It's definitely my turn. But I do have a lot to say about these rocks glasses, but since I'm starting up the next piece, do you have anything you want to say about those rocks glasses?
Yeah, I'm going over to them.
Nothing?
Nope.
In case you forget where you are, you're at the Glass Academy.
All right,
Got all kinds of stuff going on. We've got show 315. We got a question for you guys later. I'm going to come back to that. You are watching The Gathering Point here in Dearborn, Michigan, and let's go check out what's on the rocks table.
What I was going to say, you guys, if any of you have ever been in any of those real bougie lounge type places and you've got a old fashioned that's got the smoky action where they take the smoke gun and it's like pop, 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 and it fills it full of smoke, check out this smoky gray rocks glass. We don't make very many things that are gray, and that is a tasty, beautiful gray. That's the same gray with that really sweet modern pattern in the bottom, the same gray that we use for those big giant spheres that are behind the glory hole on the shelf. That guy right there is pretty tasty. Look at this. The perfect fit. But you'd never use this inside this crazy bowl of tone glass because you're drinking out of that glass, not mixing in it. I think it was right here, wasn't it? 11? Mm-hmm. I really like that one, but some of these, like this guy here is super tight. The Blue Dark Storm without a bit added on the bottom. It's super swirly and it's got some gorgeous pink, but look at that lip wrap on there. This one here is a classic. That one is really nice. Number 6, looking good. And these are some of our first generation margarita glasses, number 2, 3, and 4, and a couple of our gin and tonic glasses from behind the bar, as well as the old-fashioned glasses. They might even be signed.
They are.
Old-fashioned. I love it. 2025.
What I want to say about this one, this rim that's right here, everyone was talking about how comfortable it was to hold because your thumb rests there and your finger on the other side. It's just like a super easy hold.
And you got the tonic water sparkling in there. Those are some nice glasses right there, guys.
Pretty beautiful spread there, folks. We love the opportunity to make one and done pieces for this show and be able to highlight them in our virtual gallery once a week. It's pretty darn cool. We're going to start with a crystal clear cup top here. This is going to be the fire themed item. I'll take a little puff from you, Oliver, if you don't mind.
Way, dude.
Please. Nice and tender.
So this is a Venetian style
That'll
of glass blowing. So Jake's able to pull it out of his mouth when he's done blowing. He spins it. Oliver is there to assist. And they've talked about what they're making, so Oliver knows the next steps. If he needs any colors, any different tools, he's watching Jake intently to know which way Jake is going and what the next steps
That'll
are.
do. All right, and we're going to do a cabbage and squash.
A what squash?
Cabbage.
And you want to
Cabbage and squash.
Cabbage and squash. Dad, I'm going to need some squash.
A little bit of squash.
This is the same move that Michelle did. Cabbage being the cappage, being the capping of the air at the end of the pipe, where Oliver's going to use his palm and make sure that when the bottom gets squashed, it's not going to release any of the air. And
it's just so funny because I imagine you guys blowing production all day, and just like getting tired or lunchtime's coming up, and instead of real words, they turn into food.
when you say it like 25 times.
By the time like 9:30 a.m. rolls around, Jake and I exclusively talk about food and just what we want to eat for the day.
Fair enough.
So could you use a squash to cap the end of the pipe?
Just
I could
pop
use a
it right
squash.
on there.
The sad part is I knew exactly what cabbage and squash meant.
That's good. There's nothing sad about that, Bess. How about a little bit of air? Beautiful. All right, now that's real simple and plain looking, but it's not going to be for long.
Great job.
I
How
think
big
it's
of a
going to
bit are
be
you
like
thinking, Jake?
a grape or so.
a grape,
Yeah.
like a big,
No.
like a big grape,
No.
Champagne grape?
No, not too crazy. Not a
Like a
champagne
grape? Like a
grape either,
cotton
but I
candy
forgot
grape?
about those.
like
Those
a
are
grape
so
the size
Those
of
are
a
good.
tomato.
That's how they serve them up at Plum Market these days. The steroidal specials, man. You can barely get them in your mouth.
Yum.
They pop, they explode. You almost choke on it. It's like a
I believe that the bigger a fruit or veggie is, the less flavor. It's like a flavor diluter for size.
That can't be.
You know, and you get
true.
those small mangoes, they're
What
the
a-
juiciest and
Yeah.
the best.
What about a pineapple though?
If there was a pineapple that was twice as big as the regular pineapple, I have to imagine it would be half as sweet and delicious.
There was a farmer in Ohio that was breeding mini
Dad, would you go with the red
veggies
one?
because of their
Same
strong
size?
taste. You know?
What if there was a pineapple that was only as big as an apple?
Now that would be a succulent fruit.
That would be so delicious. Oh, you know what I was going to say? When you're doing nest bowls,
Oh, yes.
I think you should do your second bit like that. Oh. Oh,
Just keep
could
it
be
coming?
fire.
Yeah, keep it coming.
Wasn't there a movie about the giant peach, James and the giant
James and the
peach?
giant peach.
Yeah.
And he like went into it, and there was a
James.
whole like village inside the peach. He rode the giant worm. It was just
Yeah, that's right.
Through.
Wasn't there a giant peach in Atlanta when you drove in?
Yep.
Could you go in it? That's
Peach
the question.
country.
You get 2 off this one.
Questions for the members while we're running all these bits here. What did you guys think of last week's Anila reveals? A little bit more improv-y, a little bit more running around the shop talking to the other people. Was that cool for everybody? Did you like
Yeah,
that
Oliver pretty
style?
much ran like an interview, like a GA team member interview, and ran around and talked with everybody. It was actually pretty cool, I thought. But yeah, let's
it
get
was
the
cool
members'
to us,
opinion.
but I want to know, like, did they like it?
Yeah, it's a good question.
And then a question for us while we're working. Out of the 4 elements we're working with here today, is there one, do you think, that like fits your personality a little bit better? You more of like a earth, fire, wind, water person?
So I know like birth signs, like I'm a fire sign. Is that the 4 elements of the astrology too?
Sarah's nodding her head yes, and I
Yeah?
trust her on this 'cause
Okay.
I don't know.
So you could be a water sign,
Smaller
which is
on
like
the next one,
Pisces.
please.
Heard.
What's a wind sign? Oh, air.
Okay.
So Stephanie brings up a great question about our drinkware.
Yes.
She says, can your drinkware go in the dishwasher or hand wash only?
You want to answer that, Bess?
Hand wash only.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who put it in a dishwasher. As long as your dishwasher heats up slowly and cools off slowly, you could give it a try. But the thing that's really cool about our glasses is they're best washed by hand, because then you really like get to know your drinking glass.
You get intimate with your vessel.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest trying it though.
Poor Sarah in the back. Also, cold liquids only.
Yes.
Yep. Or lukewarm.
Just not hot.
When I feed my cat a big patty of raw meat in the morning, I'll pour some lukewarm water in there and stir it up really good. What's
Sounds
this?
appetizing.
Yellow.
I know, right?
Yeah, I look at it and it looks really disgusting, but she's freaking out about it.
Have you always raw fed her?
Yeah, my sister taught me
Not
the ways.
until Lucy came.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have her until Lucy came.
Red, right?
Sure, yeah.
Are we doing just red and
I'm
yellow?
gonna get halfway around, and then I kind of think I'm gonna only do. No, we're doing red, yellow, and orange to the right there. So Oliver, your next one could be orange if your last one was yellow.
You got it.
But I'm gonna just. It's probably only gonna be on one side. It's gonna be a frontward facing thing, and I'm gonna build it up a little bit more here, a second layer, so that it's still the right width to get your hand around, but there's this good action going on over here.
Ooh.
Couldn't make up thine mind.
So I never heard anyone's answers. Let's start with Bess. Bess, what element sign are you? Do you know?
I don't know. Is this something I'm picking, or is this something that like I'm born with?
Well,
You're
I guess it
born with.
depends if you want to
What
follow
birth
like the
sign are you?
astrological signs, or if you just
what
want
birth
to.
sign?
Scorpio.
No idea.
Great.
I would say Earth.
Scorpio. I'm
Oh.
apparently a water sign.
Yeah.
Scorpions can swim.
Can they?
They use that tail, that undulating stinger.
Oh.
That's why that one scorpion rode that frog across the river.
I've always thought of
Is that like a
scorpions as
fable?
really aquatic.
What sign are you, Oliver?
I'm a water sign.
This is orange.
Yes.
Is that why we get along so well, Oliver?
Very well could be.
I'm going to take one more off of that, and then I think we're probably going to be good.
What are you, Jake?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Aries.
I've thought about that a
No.
lot. I used to like thinking about it when I was a child. But I don't
Thought
know.
about it when you were a child?
Yeah, child.
So find out
So,
what
like,
Jake
yesterday?
is, Sarah.
I don't know if Jake's an Aries. I think Jake might be a Pisces.
I am
Jake's
Pisces.
16.
Yep.
Mine's a 26. and I'm an
Pisces, I
Aries,
think,
and
is
I'm
water.
fire.
Yeah, he's water.
Jake's,
Yeah, but I don't like the water. I love drinking water.
There you go.
I like the ocean.
That's enough.
That's
But-
water.
That does just mean you're a water person.
Don't you have water tattooed on you?
Yeah.
I don't
What?
like water, but I have a water tattoo. I love the ocean.
I
just
despise
think
water,
turtles-
but it is on me permanently.
I do love a good shower.
All right. Chris is Aries, which is a fire sign. Sarah, what are you? Sarah is Scorpio as well.
We got a lot of water here.
What if GA is like predominantly water signs?
Jeez.
What are you, Michelle?
Sagittarius, and I'm fire.
No?
That's December, right?
Yeah.
That's what Kayla is too. Kayla's a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius?
All right, now all we need to do is sculpt the bonfire.
The wood?
Oh, that goes underneath like
You
the
can do
wood
that, some
logs.
loggage.
Yeah.
Very
you could
cool.
view it.
Oh, yeah.
Earth
Ollie,
and
you can
fire
make a- you can make a
combined.
log too, right?
I feel like I can make a log.
Now let's all get on the
Need a
same
log,
page
right?
with the gaffer here.
All right, Gaffer, what are you thinking? Talk
I'm gonna
to
need
us.
one more little tendril.
Of
Okay,
fire.
very
he's
tiny
gathering
little
right
one.
now.
What?
It's gonna
One
be
more
a
tendril.
traditional triple stacker.
G.I. Joe style.
So we need 3 of them, and they gotta be. I imagine that I was gonna torch the bottom, like we can get them looking all crazy down there. Then I'll torch the tips, kind of like a
Flat, like a pumpkin
sheep,
stem.
and then just be like, psh, and make sure that it sits flat. It only needs to sit on 3 points, right?
You're not doing them across like it's sitting on top of the fire?
It is. It's gonna be the foot of the.
So the
good.
log's got to be about like 5 inches wide.
All
5
right,
inches
so I
long,
was thinking
right,
the logs
Jake?
like that.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
5 inches.
That's right.
No.
I mean, the bottom of that thing is 4 inches right now, so you got to have at least a ½ inch of log going out either side.
It's going to be tripoded, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too.
Tripodal. Like it's gonna come up like this. You're saying
Yeah.
1, 2, and
You're
3.
gonna stack all of them.
All right, that sounds cool. So then, if you go for the first one and give Oliver an idea of the color pattern
Yep.
and situation that's gonna go down.
I'll just hang tight.
That was the missing link right there.
Right behind you.
It's a big gather.
It's a 5-inch log.
Chris doesn't do anything small, okay, Oliver?
Make sure you show Oliver.
He bowed out already.
What?
He bowed out already.
What do you mean? He's getting a pipe, but he's starting. I know the color pattern when you're here.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Can I sit in there?
So now this is cool because even though we use transparents for those 3 colors, which, by the way, if you're new to the show and you didn't know, glass color, especially all the flame fire colors, looks really muddled and brown while the glass is still above 1,000 degrees. So we're not going to see the true colors of this fire piece until the annealer reveal on Thursday. But even though we chose these transparent colors to have some sort of rocks glass beverage in there, a whiskey or a, rum and Coke or something or whatever, you wouldn't see it that well from this angle, but having a perfectly clear backside, you can tell exactly what's going on. I wonder if we could get a little black on one side too, maybe.
Little
Like it's
charification.
charred?
Yeah.
Michelle, will you get the black out?
I'm kind of
Charification.
filming.
What size?
We're
There
gonna
we
go
go.
for the 54SP0.
All right, this.
Front left,
Dip, dip, dip,
top
dip.
right.
Dip.
54
Yes,
SP.
let's go. I couldn't have gave you any vaguer descriptions, but you totally handled that.
Yep.
That was incredible.
How's that looking for a log?
Oh,
kinda?
yeah.
Pretty good. Maybe marver it in a little bit so it's
Lovely.
not too gnarly.
Bess is going to town. What was this? Oh, gold brown.
That's gold brown.
Yeah, you want
Look at that. Bess is going.
A little bit more.
She knows.
She's worked a happy hour or 2 in her day.
Sure have.
well, and she's watched the show enough.
Yep.
Could you imagine if it would be that easy with every other thing? Here's how you change the website or the tech.
That to him and
Just do it once. Just observe.
Truthfully, I kind of want the challenge of making a log.
I have
That's
the
all
black
right.
over here because there's no room.
Perfect. So, Dad, you get a little black on one side. And we'll make that the top
This
side.
is the burnt char, and Oliver doesn't have a bench, so look at him. He watched Chris.
We're just going to slap it
Use
on
the
there.
tweezers,
Char up. I'll
twist
cut it
it
with the
up.
diamonds.
yeah.
Look at that master. Well done.
Char's
Sometimes
right
I think
there.
when you're thrown into stuff, you do better than if you think about it too much.
Pull him towards you a
Yep.
little.
It's like a cigar, the size of a cigar.
Or a little turd.
A what?
Come on now, family show here.
Little kids know about that stuff. Ask Graham.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Straighten it out.
Gonna.
It's a log.
It's a log. It looks great. Looks like a perfect log.
Log.
I would heat it up and use
What
the
do you have,
tagline
Oliver?
and jam an indentation
What
at
do
the
you
bottom
got?
so the other log,
Log.
can go through it. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
great idea. So it's not stacked
Maybe a
up
little
3
vortex in?
wide. Yeah. You're going to have to get in there with the snippers and kind of snip it up like he did a little bit.
Did you char yours, Oliver?
I have not charred mine yet. You want a little bit of char on one side?
Snip it, heat it, char it.
Okay, you're ready to blast that thing with the tape.
Good thing Oliver is such a sport. It's like, what? Black? Scissors? Okay, I can do it. So do
Do you
you
want
guys
it
all
just snipped
understand
all the way
that?
around, Jake, or just on the ends?
Take a look.
They heated
Kinda
a
like
certain
in
section
the
and
ends,
then
kind of
used
all
the pipe
over
to
it. Just
push
give it like
in.
5 or 6 snips and let it twist up a little,
Okay.
and then we'll ride.
Then we'll ride.
Yep, ready. I'm approaching, ready to ride.
Beth said her child just said, he said turd.
As soon as I was deciding whether I was going to say that word or not, I thought of a beautiful family sitting there and some little kid being like,
Hey, he said this.
he said the word.
All right, so Jake indented the
awesome.
bottom here.
Great to see
So-
Beth at the soft opening.
Yeah.
It's gonna make an indent so that the next log can fit right in that space.
And they do call it dropping a log.
Can we move on, please?
Is this the one? You got the black on there?
Putting the black on.
Glad I didn't say that.
Yeah, the boss would have came out quick.
The bus is still gonna come out.
Is the bus allowed to run over anybody but me?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Are we doing 3 logs?
Yep.
Are you daydreaming
Hey,
over
right
here?
after Easter dinner.
Can you get started on the next one?
Big dinner.
Holy crap!
I
All
didn't
right,
see
char
how-
side up. Right there.
Right there.
I'm gonna nestle it. Don't move.
How about I make one of those ones that's just impossible to split with the axe? It's got like the V right in the middle of it, so you just gotta have a big bed of coals and you throw that puppy on there.
Just give it
but
a
it's
tap.
like a 3 or 4 hour fire.
I gotta tell you, this is gonna be one heavy glass to lift. I would
Yeah, it might
say
be a flower vase. Who
You
knows?
drink a gin and tonic out of it, use a straw. You don't even have to
Make
pick it up.
a small log.
You just scooch up to it.
I've got a lot of poop emojis in the chat.
A lot of what?
Poop emojis.
I don't
Nice.
know why. All right, Beth, you want to tell them about the question du jour? What is the question tonight?
So today's question is competition themed because they are going to a competition this weekend. So the question is, what secret power does the GA have that could be our secret weapon? We've
During
got our
this
cute little
competition.
superhero that Sarah drew.
And we got to do a shout out. I'm trying not to get a shadow on it. There we go. They were
I
all
think a
going to show up
single's
in their
fine.
red underwear. I love it.
Perfect.
It's so good.
That's the outfit I'm gonna wear, everybody.
Send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com and you could win.
Whatever we make at the end of the show.
And last week's winner is going to win this awesome pocket vase with these really cool raised marini on them.
Yeah, that was super cool to watch.
Super cute. It's got this little hook.
Oliver,
so
would you
can
torch
hang it
this
on
for
the
me?
wall.
Those shears.
It's adorable. All
Right in the
back to
center of the bottom.
action.
And then if you could grab me the handle tool afterwards, I'll take a flash and then grab that tool from you.
I'd highly suggest becoming a member for $8 a month. You can get access to see their nail reveal because you're going to see them in everyone's hands. It's super cute. That membership supports the show and everything that we do here.
This is like more of like a candle holder now. If you put like a, I'm not going to suggest putting a real candle in there because it could potentially crack it. But if you did put like
A votive
Like
candle.
one of those battery operated flickering tea lights.
yes, one of those in there, and put this at the center of your table or by your fireplace or above your bed or something, this would put some serious ambiance into any sort of environment.
But you still can use a straw and just mix up a.
And you could take it out and make a drink with it too. Some sort of super smoky
Or you could put your
situation.
pencils in it.
Yeah, you can
And
do
it's a
that
pencil
too.
holder.
Be like Graham.
I'm gonna
put
need a
your
good heat
cereal
here.
in.
I know.
And I'm gonna need
that
to
was amazing.
torch it even more and open up that bottom. Otherwise,
I'd much rather see people use their glass than be like, it's so beautiful, I'm going to put it in this cabinet. It's meant to be enjoyed.
This is the one dope looking log.
that one looks good.
Now,
That is a great log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing the end in like that.
Did you char it?
Nice, Bess.
Can you square up the
It's our
edges of
reminder.
those?
Yeah, I can.
That might be a good idea. Then take like the butter knife and
Yep.
chop up the end a little.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, everybody. While they're finishing up this final log, getting it on here, YouTube, you know what time it is. It's
Ding, ding,
time
ding,
for
ding.
me to be a little bit hostile towards you.
I
All
love
right, let's
this.
do it.
Got like 21 likes on the YouTube stream. There's 46 of you watching. I just checked. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell to get notifications for when we go live or drop any other bonus YouTube videos. costs nothing. It does a lot for engagement on getting us to pop up on other people's feeds and grows our reach on the YouTube channel. So please hit that like button.
You want to torch that a little more? That's good. Hey, hey!
Twisting it right off.
That's a first. We don't need to bonk it off. We'll just twist it off.
Get that one first.
Still really trying to keep the shape of this rocks glass amidst all this powerful and hot, gooey additional sculpting. It's good.
If you were gonna have a drink out of this, you would have to have something that's like smoked.
Yeah.
You would have to be.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
I think so
I like
too.
a good smoked tequila drink.
The mezcal, baby.
Yeah.
I love that too.
Like the smoked whiskey drink.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna take a heat.
Heat it up, I'll get it again. That's the Lagerfire move.
Yep.
Just like Tommy Lagerfiller. That's the best cologne out there.
Tommy Lagerfiller.
Yep.
Got it all up
You guys
here.
all know Tommy Lagerfiller.
I know who he is. I'll just repeat it for the people who might not know.
How does this sit on a table?
Elegantly.
Very precariously.
Oh, we're not done yet. It's good.
Technical questions. It will sit
Got
just
another one to do?
amazing.
No, that's a branch. That's no log.
All right, I'm handing the torch over to you, Jake.
Okay. So now we got to make it functional, make it stand. Right now, that final log, the most loggiest of them all.
How about we add some miscellaneous embers out of like the red and the orange and the
Glowing
yellow
embers?
into those sockets to build the bottom out so it sits correctly.
Like red with a coat of clear and spots of black on top of it or something.
Yeah,
And we'll
embers.
just chop some on there.
Embers.
He's just gonna keep saying embers in different voices.
Until you
I'm
understand.
just saying what it is, and you're describing it any way you want, which is perfect.
Embers.
I was describing the color pattern and how it was going to go down.
All right, and I was like agreeing with
Ember.
you by just making sure that we didn't get off tangent.
Do you want someone else to hold it so you look at it a second?
Oh, I'm digging the way it looks.
Now, I've never seen a bonfire that's been perfectly on center, so just relax now. So,
I think that's a pretty cool idea, but could they be like individually sculpted? Like you like put a neckline in them and then just go pat, 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 and make them like look like a little rock,
like you're talking
glowing rock, like
you're
a
talking glowing
ember.
crystals, embers.
Do you remember?
I don't think it matters what you do in there. If you just jam some
Two
embers
embers.
in there and start carving them up with the taglia, you're going to be making a. I mean, I've stared into a lot of fire pits.
I mean, let me grab some of the bright
you could make one look like a crocodile. That'd be cool.
opaque orange.
Because there's
It's like looking at clouds.
everybody's seen a crocodile in a bonfire.
If you go for black,
Gopher.
I know that
and
guy.
then you put a little bit of the orange on top, it'll look super embery.
Oh, it's red.
It's red.
Embers are red.
Ember.
When was the last time you
Ember.
looked at a fire?
Yesterday.
Okay, okay.
There's perps in there too. I always see perps.
Robin says she needs this for her cabin up north. What?
Folks, tell us in the chat if embers are red or orange.
There
Depends
used to be,
where
if
you're
it's big
sitting
enough,
and if it's daylight or nighttime.
there used to be this place. It's still there, actually, called Mojan Lao. It's a sushi place, and they would have a giant shell drink that you'd put in the table with long straws, and each person could just stick their straw in from the other side of the table and drink it up. That's what this is for.
That sounds like something from at least like 15 years ago.
Oh my God.
America's too sterile for that now.
Try like 25 years ago.
No way.
Yep.
No way, folks.
Yes, we were going there before Jake was born.
I've been there. I haven't drank out of the shell drink yet because it's probably
Thank you, Oliver.
the shells don't exist
I could do
anymore.
both. Make everybody happy.
I mean, when you're saying make everybody happy, you're just talking about you and me right now.
Yeah, well, everyone just voted in the chat, and I'm sure
They
they
did?
all said red, but a couple people probably gave you a
Okay.
pity orange.
Well, okay, let me just run it back here real quick. I'll see what the votes are saying.
Oh, we
and,
should have done a poll.
I'm seeing orange, red, orange, reddish, orange, orange.
So this
they
is a
can be
people
orangey
pleaser.
red. They are a red-orange color, reddish orange.
Orange, red, red,
I'm
orange.
seeing a lot of people using my word choice of orange.
Well, he probably didn't spell it right.
Is anybody just writing embers in the chat?
Is that a cylinder ember?
Yep. This is the Extendo Ember.
That looks like a sausage you're gonna go roast over the fire.
Brown
Totally.
and
'Cause you're
serve. A
gonna
lot of
cut
people
a
use
bunch
those
of
brown
them.
and serves
Yep.
on campfires.
So I think I need to put this on a peg. So as the bus comes through.
On a peg.
Dusting the marver
You know
here.
what I mean? Like
Put it on a
something.
Right down here.
Yeah. Oh, this is high value.
Yes. See?
Everybody see that? It looks like he has sprinkled pepper onto the top of the pizza. But no, it is just frit.
Pizza? How'd that get in there?
I don't know. I was thinking, what do you sprinkle pepper on?
Just pizza on the mind.
I
Someone's
don't
getting
know.
hungry.
Oh, look at
Ooh,
that.
That's a big old ember.
What is it?
It's a big old ember.
I guess I'll take like 6 of them off. Of there.
Ember.
I'm going to take like 2 or 3 off of this, or 4 maybe.
Oliver, can you come over here and babysit
I
for a while?
thought, you know what we need to do next show?
You were
Matt?
just talking, and Oliver was
giving up
pulling
my
out
baby
color,
job.
and I was just like, what are we doing?
Next show, next piece, only the glass blower gets the microphone.
Twist it.
Bop it.
Bop it.
What are you working on over there, Jake? Is that going to be
Can I get a
the
flash?
ember?
This is going to be the ember. There's going to be multiple.
What are the other historical symbols from the Bop It game?
Jake, it's
What is the Bop It
7:17.
game?
You're taking
So
up all
it's
this
bop
time on
it,
the fire
twist
idea.
it.
I'm sorry.
Finish
Pull
it
it,
up, dude.
flick it, spin it.
Yeah.
Been
yeah.
working on this piece for 40 minutes.
I know. It's like, thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
The show
Bring
was
that right here,
fantastic.
Oliver.
And we got one more to do after this, and then the giveaway.
Turn. Stop.
Do you remember?
That's good.
Oh.
Bow, 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 bow.
When you're done with that flash, would you sit down and just give it a little torchy poo?
the
Beat it
ember.
up a little bit
Yeah.
so it doesn't look like a bowling ball in the fire.
What is that noise?
Torch it, take the tag to
Is
it.
that my phone?
I don't know.
Yes, Rebecca
Someone
Flynn.
didn't turn their ringer off.
I usually get in trouble
All right,
because my
Oliver,
ringer's
turn
not
into
on.
an ember.
I just couldn't figure out what it was.
I know.
It's an ember.
No, not
No.
that.
The phone ringing.
I'm just gonna be driving home tonight and going
Ember.
You got the tag.
Oh. All right, flip it.
Flip it. Whoa, look at that beast. Popped right off.
What you making?
Jamaican.
They're gonna be glowing and they're gonna look like embers, I swear.
All right, sounds good.
Trade with me, Oliver, would you?
Careful with the camera.
Straight up and down. I'm gonna take 2 more
All
embers
right,
off
what's
that.
the element we haven't done is water and
Or
wind.
air.
Do you want to change some of the colors to blues?
For water?
Yeah.
I'll make the air one if we need to after this, so we can rock paper scissors.
Jake, we
You
don't
won't
have.
be doing anything after this, Jake.
This show ends at 8. We can't go till 10.
You better do some serious sculpting work on those two things.
I am. Chill.
Leave the butter knife.
Leave me alone. It's gonna look good.
Here's the best part. These guys are competing this weekend.
Yeah, it's true.
So the competition sounds like it's already started.
Do they blow
Did
glass
you
at
see
the
your
same
children's
time?
drawing?
Yes. There's 2 benches, and depending on the theme, they start and stop their time.
Very cool.
Dad,
So-
did you see your drawing? Sorry.
It's kind of like blown away.
No, they sent
Oh.
it out today.
Yeah.
No, I was.
Well, you better
up in
get
the
prepped.
air.
Oh, you're falling behind. They've
I'm gonna
already
take
been
this
planning
heat.
theirs out.
Slide it out towards you. If you drop that to me, I'll put 2
This is like
necklines in it,
whatever.
and then we can trade back, and we'll cut 2 more on there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay. Dude, this is a sweet piece. All right. Straight up
Kathleen
and
says you need a double-decker bus tonight.
See, they're in on it. It's not just
Which
me.
one was the first one? Lingonberry and then the other one.
The lingonberries with all the transparents. The other one's in front next to the mandarin.
This is the red orange.
Yes.
down. It's a rocks glass. It still is a rocks glass.
It's an
It's a
ember
two-hander
glass.
if you're gonna drink out of it, though.
You might need a couple more hands to help too.
All we have to do now
You just
is
gotta belly up to
punny
the
it up
table.
and open it up.
Somebody said you might as well just make a straw while you're at it.
It's true, a big flaming straw. Now, these look like just little rocks right now, but
Like coal.
they look like coal. But once they're glowing red and orange,
Guess it wouldn't be a rocks glass without a couple rocks underneath it.
yeah, burning rocks, embers. It's freaking tight. It looks super cool.
Super cool.
One more heat. I'm gonna level it out, indent it a little, get a Maurice and a punny, and we'll be good to ride.
And then you gotta open it. Yahoo!
That's all. It's gonna be a delicate opening. It's pretty paper thin up there. It's gonna be kind of weird with all this thickness.
Do you feel like a Boy
Sorry, I
Scout
had to
yet?
move so fast.
That's all right.
What?
Do you feel like a Boy Scout yet?
I do kind of feel like I'm in the woods. I've been missing and talking about having a night to just stare at the stars.
Anybody out there have a G.I. Joe fire pit?
Whenever you're ready, Oliver.
I have
What's
a fire
what's a
pit. I don't know what a
G.I. Joe fire
G.I. Joe
pit?
fire pit is.
G.I. Joe was like a Barbie, but it was a G.I. Joe, which was
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. And he had a whole setup where he had his tent, he had like a fire pit, he had all his gear,
You
weapons.
know where I
trunk.
bet you could find that?
I know. But that kind of looks like it. And then somehow I had Kimba the White Lion in there too.
So this bit just goes over all the color, and it just is a extra patty. So when Oliver attaches the punny to the bottom, it won't accidentally peel off the color from the bottom. It's just a really nice finishing piece, especially something that's bigger. Sometimes color can have properties where it doesn't want to stick to your punny, and then you've spent all this time and energy working on it, and the punny doesn't want to stick right. So if you put a little glob of clear and blend it in, push it in, you just know for sure the clear is going to adhere to the clear,
The clear will adhere.
and then you'll have a great connection.
That is
and
freaking
no
cool looking.
Worries.
Ember.
Ember. Are they saying it in the chat?
Members, like members.
Yeah.
Is this how we get them to secretly be members?
Maybe everyone's just attached to the piece going on right now, but I'm surprised that there's still a couple of those rocks glasses on the table. Here it comes.
Oh, it's so heavy.
That is a heavy son of a gun. Dude, number 11 with the new gold. We debuted that gold on the show. It was show number like 292 or something. It's got the super texture, ultimate diamond facets. And then the foot that sticks over the diameter of the glass. That's just a really beautiful piece.
I like the watercolors we've got going.
Oh, a little aqua.
I'm going to be doing like a crashing wave that the glass is riding
Jake, this
on.
piece is out of control,
Hour and a
man.
half
It's pretty sick.
demo.
This is
It's going to have a paper thin lip on it, too.
funny. I can't believe that like 2-3 weeks ago we were talking and you were like, are we getting too out of the bounds for the peep? Are we getting too out of control? And I was like, no, dude, no way. And now here we are.
And we started with such a simple concept for the old wind glass.
I don't even remember what I made.
It was last week.
I forgot what it was.
This is something I would have expected from Chris, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, mine was kind of a little bit avant-garde.
I think I'm not
What
going to
does
trim
that
this. I
word
got a
actually
beautiful
mean?
break. Let me just get a paddle, Dad.
Crazy. Paddle?
Yes.
I got it.
A puff and a rip. Oh, baby.
Okay, the next theme
Told you guys it'd
is
be quick.
water.
All right. Where do you
Water
want the
theme.
stamp?
Were you paddling that?
Yeah, I
Are
was.
you paddling that, Oliver?
Did you see me with the paddle?
It's on
I don't
camera.
know.
Water theme, and then the giveaway.
Stamp on log, maybe again?
Stamp on log.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
One of the ends, a little clear bit on the end with a stamper.
I'd like to just stamp right into the piece again.
Stamp one of the ends of the tree trunk.
That's a great idea.
Don't stamp one of the log ends. Do the
I
tree
won't
trunk.
stamp an ember.
Ember.
Thanks, Oliver.
All right, if you're new to the show, this is how we sign the work. Jake's using a torch just to heat a certain area, and you can see how it heats up super fast.
Makes the stamp noise when it goes on too, guys. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like branding. It's got the little GA for the Glass Academy. I think we'll do some housekeeping after this when they send it to the annealer. And
I've
then-
got two things to mention real quick.
Yeah.
The tree stump rocks glass that Chris made like 14 hours ago before this piece
All right.
is now available through the website. Also a message from Sheila. She got John one of the old-fashioned rocks glasses for his
Yeah,
birthday,
that's
and
right.
he's obsessed with it.
Oh, that's so.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, don't tell them. All right. They
Nice
are
work,
really
Sheila.
nice.
Flames. Coming up with it.
And all the oranges in the fire itself, you guys, are real hard to read because they're so hot. I mean, they're just burning in that fire.
The way you laid those up on each other looks really
Situation.
nice.
The second layer made all the difference.
Yeah, just like a gnome beard.
Yeah, it gave it some depth. 2 layers for sure. But couldn't have done it all the way around. I originally thought I was going all the way around.
Reminds me of that. If we went all the way around, it reminded me a lot of that Renaissance piece we made.
That chalice.
Yeah, that One Piece inspired one.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
purple.
Yeah, we were bringing over bits for like 6 hours. Now that is what I'm talking about.
Cassie says she's going to hear the word ember in her sleep.
Yeah, ember.
Ember.
I'm going to be thinking about this one in my sleep tonight. Can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be an interesting annealer reveal. You got it?
Barely.
Just put it on the lip in there. Don't try to flip it.
Really?
We don't need any bowling going on. Just leave it on the lip. It's okay. Oh, he flipped
Nice.
it.
I had to see it sitting there.
Left it on the lip.
Someone closes the door too hard and it topples over and busts the trunk.
Should I start it up?
Yeah, we're going to do a little housekeeping. You get started, and I'll spin around.
And then I'll get an opportunity to talk about those glasses maybe.
Oh, we're going to do some housekeeping.
All right. Not a ton of housekeeping for tonight. Do you have anything to say before I do the giveaway, Michelle?
I got something to say. Lizzie, and this is through Lizzie, because we've now got it organized that she's got members' information to give to the members during the live show. And what she wanted to let everybody know is that there's been some technical difficulties with the emailing of members' content, and you may or may not have missed one or two emails. If you saw the anneal reveal, you're good, but we do know at least one of our amazing customers, the emails never came. So she's done a bunch of research, and she says she's switched it around and altered everything and fixed the issue, and it shouldn't be a problem anymore. But if there is problems, send her an email.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to show you guys a cute card we got. We love getting cute cards or notes or letters from you guys. So I like that it's gnome themed. It says, no matter where you look, hope Easter is full of wonderful surprises. So thank you, Carol, for sending us a card. We love hearing from you guys. I love mail.
Carol,
I love getting mail.
You are the best.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to Chris for 1 second. She's amazing. Check
Literally
this
an
out.
OG champion.
There's like a snail and a turtle.
So
cute.
amazing.
All right, Chris, you are making
Carol, you're the jam.
Water sign. Rocks glass.
Okay, he's added the color. And tell us about the contest.
So we have one giveaway piece. It's that beautiful pocket vase that Michelle showed off a little bit ago. She's going to show it off again for you guys. Our question last week was in celebration of Michelle traveling. If you guys remember, Michelle was not here last week. She was in Idaho. We thought we'd ask you, are you more of a beach, mountain, city, or countryside traveler, and why? You guys were all over the map. I love seeing your answers. Somebody said sunny weather all the way. I just prefer the warmth. Somebody said beach, but with mountains nearby. Kind of a good compromise.
Wow, that is a nice combo.
Look how big this answer is.
Yeah.
I love when everybody goes all out. I'm just going to show this to you guys real quick. Just
Super
giant
cool.
paragraphs of answers, and I love it. And we do read them. There are a lot of answers for the beach, but somebody said, I like to see new cities as well to see nature. It's a chance to explore and see new cultures. Our winner said, my favorite place to be at is a cottage on any type of waterfront. I grew up having a cottage on a lake, and I really miss having that. It's very relaxing to me. So, would you like to do the honors?
I can do the honors.
All right. There we go. So congratulations, Joyce.
Let's
You
go.
are the winner of our pocket vase. You're going to receive an email from Donna on Thursday. If you are local, I don't remember if you are or not, but if you're local, you can come by and pick that up. Or if you're not, Donna will figure out shipping with you. But congratulations.
Congrats, Joyce. She's a longtime customer and a super champion as well. Very exciting news. And a very unique, cool pocket vase to win.
I know. Chris was like, are you going to keep that one? And I was like, I can't.
Lots of love coming from Carol, too. So cool. It just feels so good getting mail like that and just hearing that you guys are having a great day and sending us some love. We're sending you some love. It's super awesome. And a lot of congrats
I
to Joyce.
have to say, I mean, I really do love Facebook when you do the thumbs up and the hearts, because it just gives you this clarity of what it looks like when you throw love around.
Totally.
We all have those symbols in our brains now.
We've made it up to 28 likes on YouTube.
That's like
That's about
one
half.
more than what it was when I checked. So
What?
Not bad, Oliver.
We're trying.
I'll
I
have
did
to
see
bring
some
my
new
drill
people
sergeant hat
subscribed.
next week.
Did Chris show off that this is a square base when you guys
did
were over
just
there?
show it off now, but I did show it from the bottom.
This is rare.
Super fun.
So if you had to put it into a square hole, it would work perfectly. Like
Yeah.
a square coaster.
Yeah. Like your car, you know, right there in the dash area.
Drinking water
They're
out
all
of it.
square. Yeah, drinking water out of it. But I wanted to show this one off in the light a little bit to let you guys see that it's more than just blue in here.
Hold it from the side.
This
Put your
one's
hand.
like the Aurora Light Special.
There
Trying
you
to
go.
get fingerprints on it. Blue and transparent pink all swirled up, and you might not have noticed this super metallic. It looks like a metal lip on there. It's that new gold, and we reduced it really heavy. This one's subtly one of the nicest pieces on the table as well, number 6. Are you dunking over that, or are you blowing that out?
I'm adding on to the bottom.
Oh.
Making a wave.
And let's just be mindful of time.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
Michelle's
Chris, you got
3
like
minutes to make the giveaway. We'll be fine.
No, I already made my piece. Giveaway is the combination of two
Yeah, we're
people.
spinning the mold for the giveaway.
One of you will start and the other
I
will
don't
finish.
have good luck with that.
So that's water, and then do we want to do the giveaway is air?
Nice. Joyce is watching the show. Confirm the giveaway. Yeah, the giveaway would be air then.
Yeah.
I got an idea for that. I'll get the colors out. Well, I guess it's not really my decision, but I'll prep some colors out.
What color is air different than the blues?
Looks like we
guys-
got our whole arsenal over here.
If you guys were going to pick the colors of air, what would
Hello?
air look like?
Yeah, put that in the chat for sure. What
Keep
color
going.
is wind? Huh? Yeah, pretty
Yeah, like
much.
what color is the wind?
We had somebody say clear with a lot of like twists in it.
Yeah, it could be like
It
an
could-
optical situation.
Yeah,
Hitting
or
a
it could be
mold.
bits added on that are sculpted.
Oh yeah, clear sculpted bits. This is true as well.
That's a pretty darn wavy looking special there. A lot going on in that.
oh yeah.
Some people suggested some white in there for clouds.
Oh, Jake, I just had an idea for a wind-themed
Uh-oh.
rocks glass.
Maybe Oliver should lead.
Okay, capper there, Oliver.
You got it.
Good. All right, you want to hang on to that for me? What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Could you
create
give us a
a
minute?
wavy, a super heavy-duty, wavy, frothy, hardcore, crashing wave bit that I'm going to get screaming hot like liquid. I'm talking.
How
your
hot?
Ears are going to hurt, you guys. It's going to be screaming.
Ouch.
Okay.
And then I'm going to drop it onto the bottom, smash it flat, hit some bunch of notches inside the side of it, spin it out, and spread it out, and then fold those crashing waves up onto the rocks glass so it looks like it's totally got a crashing wave around it, like it's just sitting in the froth about 20 feet out in the ocean.
The froth.
Okay.
Ocean froth bonanza.
I followed all of that
Good.
perfectly.
Has
We've
anybody
got
seen the TV
suggestions
show
for clear and white.
Clear and White?
Silver,
Ooh,
gold,
silver would be cool.
light gray, something that looks like a tornado.
Mmm. Put a little cow in there just floating around.
Somebody says, give Chris more coffee.
Look at this dunk. That was one gather coming out of the low tank. And that's massive.
I don't want it to lose the heat, guys.
Yeah, that's how he knows he's working it with a lot of power, a lot of heat, a lot of mojo.
Amy said she thinks of like an opal color.
Opal,
Oh,
yep.
That would work.
That's exactly what I pulled out. It's called alabaster. It's kind of like an opally white.
I'm going to get this real hot, Ollie, and then I'm going
Opal
to give
for
it to
air.
you after you flash
Tornado.
it, all right? And you're going to get it as hot as you literally can.
Welcome back,
You really want me to
Nicole.
come
She
in
just got
pretty out
done
of control,
grocery
where you can dump
shopping.
it on there.
Just as
Love
long
that.
as it's in control, but out of control.
Heard. Understood.
All right,
I
go
love
for it.
grocery
Give it
shopping.
a flash.
Where are we going here? Well. The swap.
You know, if it swirls a little bit, Oliver,
Totally
that's
fine.
beautiful.
I do want to mention that both the tree stump, rocks glass, and the, as Jake has named it, campfire whiskey super piece are
Yeah.
both available through the website. I'll put that link in the comments for you.
Available
Oh.
online. And it sounds like the campfire piece is gone.
It is. Fast fingers.
Instagon. That's another Instagon presentation, ladies and gentlemen, here from the Gathering Point.
Robin, good luck shipping that.
That thing's sturdy as heck.
Ready when you are. I'm going to drop it over here, Ally. It looks beautiful.
Dearborn, Michigan, weekly Tuesday nights, 6 to 8, hot molten mojo. And you're going to get a taste of that hot action right here, right now. Look at that face. Ooh, so hot he didn't even have to cut it,
I've never
folks.
dropped
So
a foot
hot.
that came off like it was an Avolio.
That's
crazy.
a lie. We've done that.
I've no.
Maybe not on purpose.
Well,
I've taken some wild feet.
not from me, dude. You're thinking of those other glass blowers. Tabea.
Yeah. Tabea was showing Oliver up the other day.
Gosh, Jake had me do like an example demo piece for Tabea so she knew what bit she was bringing, and I hadn't brought a foot in like 15 minutes, and I just completely whiffed on this foot, and Jake cut it off and made me bring another one so I could show Tabea how to make one right, and
Look
I
how fast
whiffed on
that's spinning.
I whiffed on the second one too.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough presentation, but Tabea did understand the concept, and then the first one she brought was literally perfectly symmetrical.
What?
But we'll have to be careful. We better not pump her tires too much because she's getting good.
Pump her tires. Oh my gosh.
They start to lose gas mileage when they get too tight, too full.
And if you ever meet Tabea, look at her nails. She has scarecrow nails, Wizard of Oz themed
Yeah.
nails.
It looks like a splash of water.
It
I
does.
love it.
Garden bloom.
Need a cap?
2 comments I'll read. One, Linda says a brand new campfire conversation piece for our Hume Lake camping trip.
Let's go, Linda.
And then
Woo!
Mary says, I can't
Hello,
wait to
Oliver.
see all of you this Thursday for my birthday happy hour.
That's
yeah,
right,
Mary.
Mary.
Good.
We've got 3 open spots available for happy hour this Thursday. We will have
I think it's 2 now.
2 now, I hear.
And who's blowing that night?
That's going to be maybe Chris here. We got to take a look at the schedule and figure it out, but
Maurice and a
pretty
Punchy.
sure I'm going to be doing it.
Yeah, we
And
had a gallery
The
opening.
whole we had a what?
There's a gallery opening.
Oh, okay. So then it's definitely going to be me and the rest of the team here. At this point now, with the bar coming around and the beverage counter and the opportunity to serve refreshments with our happy hour experience, we can no longer offer people to BYOB. So we're going to be having some beverages available for that Thursday night, and we pretty much have the entire team working on Thursday nights, whether it's a happy hour or it's free live glass blowing or we're teaching classes. There's something cool going on here. And if there's 2 spots available left in this happy hour with a super Glass Academy supporter, I would highly suggest any locals or anyone from out of town consider that.
And we're going to be having cake too because it's Lizzie's birthday. And Heather's going to do some training, so we're celebrating on Thursday.
We can't guarantee with a staff of like 12 people how much cake's going to be left, but if we can spare a slice for you, we will.
Are you listening, Donna? The cake has just expanded. Might be cheesecake.
That sounds amazing.
I saw her brain
Little
ticking
flash.
away at what she wanted to make.
Our resident cake champion and ultra champion of the kitchen and oven. She's incredible. Made the best carrot cake I've ever had for
It's so good.
Chris's birthday. I mean,
I
just
love
like
carrot
That was
cake.
good.
giant chunks of carrots and raisins and the ultra cream cheese, not the fake cream cheese frosting that they say
No,
is cream cheese
the
frosting,
good
but they
stuff.
like skimp on the cream cheese. It was good.
So this is water, and this is like an ocean wave or something.
Oh, this is so much lighter than that campfire.
So glad we could take a load off your arms, Oliver. Jeez.
That 3-foot walk I had with that last piece was just too much, man.
Barely made it to the yoke. Yes, it's been a good show. So we got another 15 minutes left. We've got a giveaway to do. If you guys haven't entered the giveaway and sent in your answer to this amazing question, that's pretty vague, and you could pretty much answer anything you want, but that's the point.
Do you know what the secret weapon was last year? Should I say it out loud?
Fireworks?
No, do you want to know?
Yeah, I do.
You guys talked to the judges.
Oh, yeah, we did the showmanship special.
You knew how to talk to the audience, and you knew how to talk to the judges.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else just put their head down.
We were
and
shaking
got
their
all
hands
panicked,
and chatting them up and
Yep.
laughing with them. I'd take a break mid-piece and went over and drank water with the judges and hung out for a second.
100%. It's all who you know.
Yeah, that was a good time, but not that we swindled our way into winning or anything.
Not at all, but I'm saying.
I didn't slip him any bills.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Talking
I
to the
did.
audience is important.
He might have.
When you don't, you got to engage them. You got to look in the whites of their eyes.
It's super important, but I'm super excited. Let me actually pull up a picture of this owl.
Are you going to show your competition?
My phone's all the way out of here. No, well, we each got different pieces, so.
Got it.
Yeah. That baby's crashing.
That's pretty cool.
Frothy. That's a
I like
sweetie.
it.
Waves crashing on the beach.
That looks like a period when
Oh.
you're walking down the aisle. Of
I
the
like the little
old
bit of
house.
taper to it, too.
Oh, it's like the
Lantern.
oil lamp
Yeah.
lantern.
But it's a giant wave.
I do see now that our Aurora Borealis, is that how you say it?
What?
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. That rocks glass did sell, folks. So congratulations
All
to
right,
the
how about a
champion
stamp?
member there.
You gonna put it on the glass or on the wave?
Tabea said you made her nervous about bringing more feet now.
I think we can put it right on the bottom, Ollie. I don't even think we need one.
It's not just a walk in the park bringing feet.
So I think we're good. Thank you, though.
Dave just asked if you ran me over with the bus, Oliver.
If I ran you over with the bus?
Yeah.
I didn't think I did. I thought I was just doing my normal thing. Did I say something that made you think I was driving a bus, Dave?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Oliver's going to go home and rewatch the show.
When did he
You're
get in
gonna
the
get all
driver's seat?
self-conscious, be like, oh, I was
gotta
being
back
too.
up.
I was being
What'd I
too
say?
mean.
So that's got a green hue to it right now, but that's not going to be green. That's going to be power sea blue, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Such
about.
a cool idea.
And this one is for sale. And I'm going to be starting on, or we're going to spin the mold for who's doing the air one. All right, glad we're on the same page. I've got the mold here.
Got some tasty glasses in there.
Nice
Super
job.
nice. All right, well,
Nope, go ahead. I'm just observer.
Spin the mold, classic tale or classic game here at the Glass Academy. Decide first who's going to be starting the piece and then who's going to be opening up the piece after the punny.
sure
Correct?
you don't want to do rock, scissors, paper?
I don't know that game. Uh-oh, Mom's starting it.
Who's finishing it?
Oliver's finishing it.
Nice.
Oliver,
Okay.
you and me.
You got to think on the fly. We got all the right colors out. It is a wind piece, potentially not to be confused with clouds.
I trust your idea.
People get clouds confused with wind.
They do.
Ow.
Very quickly, very easily. Is your mic on as you're describing this? Or do I need to show off this monochrome
Go for it.
gray glass? The final
I was telling them
glass.
about having a smoky,
Mezcal.
smoky mezcal with the smoke puffer.
in a studio of bright, ridiculous power colors, because that's what the people always love, I find it kind of rare and cool to use this transparent gray and have something be super modern and sleek.
Give me the shot down the middle.
And
there's
one
a
of a
cool
kind.
pattern at the bottom. Going in, folks. We're going in.
Going in. And we don't pull this color out often. If it's a shift of a 4-hour shift, we'd use this color once or twice. So it makes it kind of a rare piece, and to pull it out and set up the trays and get it all prepped for just one or two
This is where we
pieces.
used all that gray right on these guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Those giant
The spheres.
16-inch spheres that I'll never want to make again in my entire life.
They were a tough
They
project.
were a problem.
Man.
Jamie asked for a reminder when Loyalty League membership opens up. That is May 20th. So coming up in a little less than a month. As the time gets closer, I will make sure to remind you guys. I'll make sure to put the link in the comments when that is open, but coming up on May 20th, just so you guys have that heads up.
Nice. And do you get anything when you join, like a free tarantula or a snake or anything?
I don't think, Sarah, do we have a stock of tarantulas in the back? Sarah says we are fresh out of tarantulas.
Well, Jamie's a tarantula man. He's hardcore.
Wow.
He loves them, all kinds of crazy spiders. He knows his insects very well. He's a madman. One of the most talented insect guys I know.
Mom, as you focus on this one-of-a-kind piece you've never done before, can you explain the perks of the Loyalty League membership and the reason it's only open for 1 week?
Backwards.
The reason it's only open is because we give special gifts in the Loyalty League program.
That we need to prep for and know the numbers
to keep
for. It's like
everyone
pre-orders.
on the schedule, so everything can be released at the same time and we know the quantity to make.
And it's my understanding that you get first pick of all the products, kind of like a
Back
tiered
up.
system.
You asked me this like you asked me something when I have food in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like I had a blowpipe in my mouth.
You stole
That's the
her
point.
thunder.
No, I wanted to say, like, back to the item, it's one-of-a-kind items that we make, and so they're not always available.
That's pretty serious, Oliver.
And what else about them?
What about the discount codes? Do they get up to 30% off discount codes spontaneously?
They get discount codes. They get first pick of some things. They get surveys. They get their voice
What about
heard.
handwritten letters in the mail? Do they get that?
They might.
I think they have.
They have.
They get first dibs on the members only piece if they'd like to purchase it.
Yep.
Tasty Marinis.
Oh,
No, you
the
can't tell 'em what the
collectible
gifts are.
Marini.
Well, those are ones that already have.
Oliver, what do you think? Is it looking like it's time?
She's capping the end of the pipe so she's not losing all the volume of her piece. Look at that. Nice. Windy.
I was literally just had a conversation with a woodworking buddy of mine today when I was up 20 feet in the air about the mandrel on a mandrel sander and how you have to roll the sandpaper on in strips in a spiral, and that's exactly what that just reminded me of. My brain went elsewhere, folks.
Wow.
It's looking like clouds.
Well, remember, you're not supposed to mix up wind and clouds. Nobody mixes up wind and clouds.
I mean, sometimes I look at the sky and I see a nice cloud and I say, wow, that wind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either
That's a
It's
classic.
either cloudy out or it's windy out.
No, you know those
No,
clouds that
it
get
was
really
cloudy
wispy
and windy yesterday.
when it's super windy and they're like whisking across the sky? This is them.
Where are the diamond
I
shears?
think they have a technical name for those.
They do. There's technical names. Remember when the kids were in school?
Yeah, I think they are. They're the wispy ones.
That's some right there on that. That is some cumulonimbus wind.
Thank you. I was going to say.
Nimbus.
Cumulus or
Cumulonimbus wind. Not
No,
a cloud
that's a spell
wind.
from Harry Potter, dude.
That's a couple of different
Or
clouds
it's
mixed
all
together.
of the above.
Is
Okay,
this the
Flo?
giveaway piece?
Yes.
Great. So I've got the giveaway question up on the screen. The question is, what secret power does the GA have that could be our secret weapon in this weekend's competition? So you're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Please make sure
Do a
you
nice
put your
clear
full
bottom.
name in the email so that we know who you are. Just an example of that, we have somebody who won a few weeks ago. Her name is Kim. That's all she put in her email. You still haven't claimed your turtle. We don't really know who you are. So Donna asked me to mention it one last time this week.
Someone won a turtle
Somebody
and
won a
haven't
turtle and
claimed
they
it?
haven't claimed it. And we don't really know who you are because all you told us was your name is Kim.
With
So
no email?
we have an email, but they're not responding to their emails.
Well, maybe they had a frightening experience with a turtle between then and now, and they just can't accept it.
It's possible.
They've been known to like take a toe off.
Yeah, if they did lose a toe, I don't know if I would accept a glass turtle into my
It'd be
home.
terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be really tough.
All right, here comes Oliver with a big old.
Oh,
Don't go there.
So we're going for this nice clear bit here, and I'm realizing that we didn't use very much recycle today at all, which is kind of strange to me, being that it was kind of a earthy, watery kind of show.
You're right.
Kind of forgot about it. Probably could have used it for the logs. Probably could have used it for a couple of these, more watery items. But hey, you know what they say.
What do they say?
The Frothy Ultra Sea Waves Rocks
go
Glass
ahead.
is now available.
I don't
Can you
know.
guys tell
I
when
don't
Jake
normally
names
do
things
this.
and I'm not the one naming them? Is that something that's obvious to you guys? Please let me know. But it's the Frothy Ultra Sea Wave Rocks Glass, and that is now available for purchase through the website.
And that one was a sweetie. That was a one-of-a-kinder. It was a mix between a rocks glass, a garden bloom, and some sort of aquatic sea experience. Nice tonage in the shirt over here, purple and purple. A little bit of
Yeah.
blue. I like to see it.
I don't know. I've not left Oliver much excitement for opening it, but
The chat is still saying embers.
Ember. It's going
Roland's
to a good
gonna have
home.
fun with this one. We didn't leave
Yeah.
him any special notes during this show.
Totally. Beautiful foot on here, crisp and clean, crystal clear. Oliver's using the power of his Under Armour shorts to shape up this beautiful punty here.
Absolutely. Everyone knows Under Armour's famous brand logo motto, just do it.
Just do it.
Is that Under Armour? What?
Yeah, that's Under Armour.
Classic.
We've had many offers to give the turtle a home if the turtle's
I
not
know.
claimed.
No,
Maybe we could do
nobody
a
wants a
rerun.
turtle. I don't believe it. We did
All
just
right.
finish up. Matt Tabea made a nice
Merry Christmas.
potentially
Thank you.
final design run of the turtles this morning so that we could photograph and choose 5 or 6 of them and get them up on the website and get them photographed nice and make that a Glass Academy product just for the year. So I'll remind you guys again, and maybe it'd be best to get a couple up on Etsy at some point too.
Absolutely. We do
But-
have a couple turtles up on Etsy right now.
Beautiful. So you can check Etsy for that. Check our website. I don't know if we have any one and dones on the website yet, but that's because we are pretty much completely sold out of turtles.
The check will get mailed. We're going to do that on Thursday. What was the total?
370 something.
like that.
Back to the nature, the
around
Turtle
there.
Nature, Turtle Conservancy in Florida. Super
Did
cool.
you just say the turtle?
Yeah, I
Conservancy?
did hit it twice. Yep.
Can I get a paddle? I think I'm just going to
Patio.
rip this guy open.
Yes.
Oliver's doing the old open up here.
Let me rub my eye first, then I'll be ready.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
put a little bit
Power
of
of the
high dew on
Under
pipe.
Armour. Yeah.
That could be dangerous. It gets slippery.
Yep.
You'd be spinning, you wouldn't even know you wouldn't be spinning.
Sounds horrible. Here he comes, folks. Nice and clean with the tips of the jacks. You can see.
That's good.
Beautiful.
Take it in one more go. We
I like
can't
it.
all just rip it in one like some of us here.
Oh, look good. You had it nice. You could
Yeah.
leave it in that gorgeous peanut-looking shape, or you could go rock style all the way and give it the booster.
Booster.
Want rock style.
I know
all
you
the
do,
way.
I know. That's why we knew we weren't knocking it off right now.
Oh, I didn't put the stamp on it.
You're going tight.
Oliver's gonna stamp the side or the bottom. That's his responsibility.
Okay.
Second half of the piece.
The Frothy Ultra. You're gonna make me say these things.
Say it again.
Frothy Ultra Sea Waves Rocks glass has found a home.
Let's go.
So the only glass currently available is the tree stump glass.
The best one. That tree stump is right out of Gnomeville.
I was only giggling because you guys will notice that Oliver, when he gets into the flow of turning the pipe.
Am I doing something with my head again?
Yeah,
Shut
bro.
up, dude. No, I'm not. No way. No way.
Was
I
he
didn't
shaking
even
it?
know
Yeah.
this.
Let's show us what he does. Show us.
I don't know if I can replicate it, but it's something about the way he's looking at the piece up and down, back and forth as he's using the jacks.
like-
it's beautiful, it's wholesome, but I
It's
gotta give him a hard
serious
time.
Terminator on it.
Yeah.
But you know, you're going to see that at Seattle. I remember Dante Marioni would like do this thing with his head.
I've seen it before too. Some people do that. It's the same type of people that use the jacks and they go like this.
No, not Dante.
Yeah.
Dante doesn't do that with the jacks.
No.
Can I
mean,
get
he's
a
pretty
stamp it on the
skilled.
side?
Yeah, I'll get you a stamper.
Thank you.
Subscribe, ring that bell.
Now, do you
Ding, ding,
feel
ding,
like
ding.
you're going to put the stamp somewhere by the wind, or are you going to put the stamp somewhere by the clouds?
I'm gonna put it right in between the wind here. Just right there in between all that wind. I don't want the stamp to get blown away.
No, that'd be
So I gotta
horrible.
nestle it in between all this crazy wind action.
Now
Nestle
you
it.
do have a week to answer our giveaway question. So today is what, April 22? Got a week. Because we pull the survey right before
Nice.
the following show,
Oh,
and then we pick the winner. So Don only picks the winners the day of the show.
Did you guys already give this puppy away?
We sure did.
Yeah, Joyce.
Joyce keeps.
I got to tell you, Joyce, you got pretty lucky because Michelle had this thing and she was loving up on it over in the gallery, talking about how she wanted to have it and she really liked it. And I snatched it out of her hand and said, "We're giving this puppy away."
It's a close call. Hold that up one time.
One
Spin it
time,
so it's blowing.
one time.
Hope that's good audio for everybody.
That's beautiful.
I hope you have your TV max volume and you just got that blare through your house.
It's a
And we're
great
only
thumbnail
like
right there.
2 minutes into OT. Beautiful break.
It's so
Got lots of help over here at the knockoff
Oliver's got it
area.
handled on its own.
Yeah.
It's so interesting how as soon as the glory hole goes off, the quietness.
Yeah, those blowers are loud. That's for sure.
One more time to win this beautiful piece. Our question of the week is, what secret power does the GA have that could be our secret weapon this weekend at our competition? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com with your full name and your answer in the email, and you'll get entered to win that piece.
And get it in before the weekend because we want to know what our secret powers are so we can use
Cool
them.
pieces
That's
in
true.
there.
Come on.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I
Woo!
need to know ours.
I think you're gonna do just fine until you come up against the Wizard of Oz team.
Did you hear anything about something extra special, extra that is included in the whole experience that
He's trying to psych you out, Oliver.
Anything about Oliver?
I probably don't know anything about that. I'm not even sure if you know anything about that.
I do know all about it because I read over the whole thing. Quite
Can
a
we
few
say goodnight
times.
to our members?
And
That's a great
it's
Our
idea.
audience?
We are in OT. What a beautiful show.
Yes.
Take it away, Jake.
It's been incredible. 5 minutes into OT, and it's playoff hockey season, so it's only fitting. The Wings aren't in it, but we're still going to watch some playoff hockey.
And the Wings still do rule.
It was a
Thanks,
beautiful
everyone.
show. Tuesdays, 6 to 8. Become a member. We put the link in the chat. You guys can support us through social media, through liking the feed, subscribing to the channel, and
May 8th.
May 8th,
Coming to
You're
town.
local.
If you're in town, come to Dearborn. Come to our opening from 4 to what, 7?
4 to 7, and we're going to have a DJ. He's, I won't get into all that. It's going to be amazing.
Thanks, guys. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
All right.